Freetrade was the first investing app in the UK to really make a statement with commission-free trading back in 2018. And with a name like Freetrade, it doesn't really have an option but to honour this mantra. However, it has had to introduce some money-making features over the years, so let's see if it is actually as free and cheap as the name suggests. Freetrade's USP was commission-free investing, commissions being the fee that you normally have to pay if you want to buy or sell investments. The other unique feature was that this was all kind of packaged in a cool pink app that was really easy to use and to get to grips with. Unfortunately, these aren't really USPs anymore. There's now a bunch of commission-free investing platforms out there, and a decent few of them also have excellent apps, albeit lacking the pink. For example, some of the apps you can use: Trading212, eToro, XTB, Wombat, CMC Invest, Doddle. I don't want to sound harsh towards Freetrade because there are still plenty of investing platforms here in the UK that do charge you a commission if you want to buy or sell an investment, so actually investing. And some will even charge you north of a tenner per trade. Sorry to any Hargreaves Lansdown fans out there, which for the most part is bonkers unless you're placing huge trades. So Freetrade does do you a massive favour by eliminating these commissions. However, in its drive to actually start making money as a business, what was kind of a simple trading app has become a little bit convoluted in an attempt to become profitable, which apparently it just managed to do recently. So, is Freetrade completely free? In short, no. Kind of similar to budget airlines, you do have to fork out for just about anything else that you want.
The result is 3 separate plans: Basic, Standard, and Plus. Each comes with their own jumble of fees, account types, and perks. Here's how each of them looks.
Basic is free. You get access to over 4,000 investments. There's 1% interest on up to £1,000 of cash. And there's a 0.99% FX fee. You also get the basic stock stats. Standard is $5.99 a month, or $59.88 if you pay yearly, which basically works out at $4.99 a month. With this plan, you get the full range of over 6,000 investments. There's 3% interest on up to £2,000 of cash. You also get a stocks and shares ISA account included in the plan, and the FX fee is 0.59%. You also get more advanced stock insights with the standard plan.
And Plus,
$11.99 a month, or $119.88 if you pay it yearly, which works out at $9.99 a month. You also get the full range of over 6,000 investments. There's 5% interest with this on up to £3,000 of any cash that you've got sat on the side. There's a stocks and shares ISA included, plus a self-invested personal pension, a SIP. There's a lower 0.39% FX fee. And then you also get some things like priority customer service, access to its desktop beta investing platform, and you also get the advanced stock insights. So if you want to buy international shares, then you'll have to pay a foreign exchange FX fee, none of which are particularly cheap, and they range from 0.99% down to 0.39%, depending on your plan. Want to access the full range of 6,000 stocks? You'll need to pay at least $4.99 a month and upgrade your plan. Want to pay your plan fee monthly instead of annually? You'll need to pay an extra £1 a month for that. Want to earn more interest on your cash? You'll have to pay at least $4.99 a month for 3%, or at least $9.99 a month to get the 5%. Want to use a stocks and shares ISA or a SIP? You get the idea. These platform fees aren't totally outrageous, and they're still cheaper than many other brokerages out there. However, if you've got free in your name and then you've got some pretty unsavory fees scattered about, it does leave a little bit of a bad taste. Perhaps somewhat free trade or freemium trade would be a better name. Speaking of things that are actually free, if you do like this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. In terms of what else Freetrade has to offer, you can invest in stocks and shares from the UK, US, and Europe. You're also able to invest in ETFs, investment trusts, and recently they added UK Treasury bills. But the complete experience you're going to have on the app will depend on what plan you're on. However, Freetrade is still an excellent app for beginners investing for the first time. The sign-up process just takes a few minutes and is literally just a couple of taps, and then navigating around the app itself is dead easy, perhaps marginally more complex than using something like Netflix. There's no deposit or withdrawal fees, no inactivity fees, and you can start investing with as little as £2. Because Freetrade lets you buy fractional shares, which are basically just smaller pieces of whole shares, you really can start investing at a level that meets your budget, even if you can only afford to invest, say, the equivalent of a cup of coffee. The fractional shares are just for US stocks only, though. Overall, Freetrade, it is an excellent app for investing, especially for beginners. There's plenty to like, even with the free basic plan that it offers. Unfortunately, because you have to pay to get all of the benefits available with Freetrade, you might get a better bang for your buck elsewhere once you graduate to the next level of investing, when you kind of outgrow those beginner stages. What's slightly frustrating about Freetrade is that it's not the cheapest platform that's out there, and it's also not an app with like loads of free features and analysis tools. So it's kind of found itself in a bit of a no man's land compared to some of the other providers. Even though it is clearly geared towards beginners, the flat fee pricing structure is actually more helpful to those who've kind of got bigger portfolios, but I don't think it's quite sophisticated enough for investors who happen to have the bigger sizable portfolios. And like, for example, the stock analysis insights are quite basic and are pretty limited. There's no like advanced charting or anything like that. And then for your portfolio, there's not too many kind of useful details to kind of see like an insight of things other than just a broad breakdown. Whereas comparable apps like Trading 212 provide a lot more for free with kind of analysis, news, insights, and a desktop platform and a bunch of other stuff as well. Or if you're looking at platforms that are geared towards more experienced investors, like your Saxos, your AJ Bells, or Interactive Investors, there's far more asset choice, loads more markets available, free analysis, expert resources and tools that you can use, but you do tend to pay higher commissions with those platforms. But for people who are literally just getting started, Freetrade is excellent. My major concern is just that you might quickly outgrow it, but if you're just looking for a simple, low-cost way to start investing, it is a really useful app. So when reviewing Freetrade against other UK investing apps, I scored it a 4.4 out of 5, which is pretty high compared to the rest of the competition because Freetrade does tick a lot of boxes. It's just a shame that a decent number of its features are behind that paywall. Freetrade does have the potential to be the best investing app out there, to be honest, but it feels like it moves in the wrong direction at times, putting up prices, making things a bit more complex, which could end up just driving investors away to cheaper or just more established platforms. This is a bit of a kind of a departure from its original mission, so it's going to be interesting to see what the future developments look like for Freetrade. Thanks for checking out our review, and if you want more videos like this one, subscribe to the channel or check out some of our other reviews. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.